Hi Capricorn, welcome to Tarot Readings by Roxby. I am going to do your October 2016 monthly. My new subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for taking the time to subscribe to the channel. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, I do appreciate it. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, especially the comments. It's one of my most favorite things about doing this is the interaction with you guys. It's awesome, so definitely keep them coming. Just one other thing. Just please keep in mind that, this is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. If you would like a private reading with me, my contact info will be below this video. Also, please, check your moon and your rising sign video. I suggest that you watch all three, take what resonates with you, and leave the rest. And also, I have a slight cold. I'm in the north, so if I happen to sneeze, cough, please, I'm sorry, just excuse me. Okay, so I've already prayed over your cards, shuffled really well. I'm actually usually using, a totally different deck for each sign. So for you guys, I felt drawn to the Crystal Visions Tarot by Jennifer Glasso. It is a beautiful deck. Any questionable cards, we're going to use the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And just for extra guidance on the reading, messages from your angels. Okay, we're going to do the same as last month, the Celtic Cross spread. It is a powerful spread. Okay, so Capricorn, let's see what we got. Okay, current position, Six of Swords. Second card, what's crossing you? It's the Four of Cups. Foundation. The base of the reading is the Six of Wands. In the past, we have Major Arcana, the Hanged Man. Universe speaking to you strongly through the Major Arcana cards. Trying to tell you something, promote something, making you aware of something that you need to know in your life. Important. Okay, in the present, we have the Queen of Swords. In the future, Queen of Wands, two queens. So I already feel like there is fighting, rivalry, possibly between two people. Okay. That's okay. I mean, we're going to clarify, so don't go nowhere. Okay, how you see yourself. There's the Ten of Wands. Environment and people around you. The Eight of Wands. It's a beautiful deck. Your hopes and fears. Five of Swords. My least favorite card in the deck. Not even, I don't like it at all. And the outcome is the Ace of Swords. I'm going to pull one more card on that. I just feel led to. Five of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, for the overall energy, the Five of Wands. Alright, so, this card is all about, arguments, fights, disputes, conflicts. I am a Virgo, but my moon sign is Capricorn. And I'm not liking this too much either. Okay, there's a lot of fire element here. Like, really, there's There's a lot. And, this card is of competition, conflict, power struggles, delays, annoyances, arguments. That appears to be the overall energy. You can kind of see it a little bit here. But we're going to clarify. Okay. So, start out the month of October with the Six of Swords. Air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But this is moving on. It's a card of transition, okay? It's moving away from something that no longer serves you. There's definitely a sense of sadness, from leaving something behind, but an anticipation about moving forward as well. But you feel ready in whatever it is. What's challenging you is the Four of Cups. Water element, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And I feel like you don't know what you want. Like you're feeling restless, you're bored. This card does have a tendency to show itself when, you've been hurt in the past, you're protecting yourself. But it's definitely time to open up again, get out of the rut that you're in. Things are definitely being presented to you. You just have to, open up your eyes, your heart. Just go for it. Maybe just be thankful for the blessings that you do have in your life. But I just feel like you want out of something because you're just not happy. You're bored. At the base of the reading, your foundation is the Six of Wands. This is definitely a Leo card, but it doesn't have to be. And it is a card of success, victory, in relationships, it shows, it indicates, that feelings are declared, they're mutual. But it also represents a proposal as well. So you want to leave something, and things are being offered and presented to you. But you're not really moving yet. I feel like you feel stuck. In the past, you have the Hangman, water element. And you're just, in the past, unable to get the communication, that you need from, your partner. It's just a card of waiting around. Just waiting, waiting on something in the past, waiting for something to come in. Waiting to take action. At the base of the reading, you have the Queen of Swords. Again, air element. And she is a queen who is, you know, honest, astute, witty, forthright. You know, she could definitely represent, you know, someone new coming into your life, you know, who is like her, or an atmosphere of just honest, direct communication. You know, for some of you, you know, maybe you just need to ask yourself, you know, am I being true to myself? Or are you finally, cutting through the bullshit and getting to the bottom line? Use, clear thinking. You know, trying to maybe resolve the situation. In the future, we have the Queen of Wands. Fire element. Again, gender doesn't matter. I don't know if I said that. Private readings, absolutely. It's whoever is watching. It's whoever this is for you. But again, fire element, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And it's a card of creativity, focus. This queen is usually an entrepreneur, counselor, leader, organizer, whatever relies upon sparking communication for success. She's sociable, supportive, intensely loyal, just like her sign. Makes good choices in relationships. She's also an energy of enthusiasm. You could express, yourself. It's a card that shows, that you have the will and the strength you need to get through whatever this arguing is, fighting this rivalry, to get through it. And your relationships, with this card, if you're in a relationship, definitely, are energized by her energy. And how you see yourself is the Ten of Wands. Again, another fire element. I'm so sorry. This is a card of being overwhelmed, working too hard, responsibilities, burdens, carrying too much on your shoulders. Especially those of you that multitask, constantly, responding to a wide range of demands. In your environment, you have, the Eight of Wands, Cupid's arrows. It's like how I refer to this card, but this card does bring communication. It's messages, text messages, calls, exciting offers. If you've felt stuck, held back, waiting for a decision in the past, like with the Hanged Man, you know, it's definitely positive news coming, decisions made. And quickly. All right, and your hopes and fears. The Five of Swords. Now this card, air element, typically Aries, but doesn't have to be. But it's upheaval, conflict, you know, loss. You know, the card shows, you know, battle. You know, it often shows, you know, family disputes, conflicts with everybody. Like, this guy's an asshole. Sorry. I don't like this card at all. Just conflicts with everybody, managers, just ongoing stress is what, you know, is in your hopes and fears, and you're hoping that it's eventually going to come to an end, and I think it will. You know, the Ace of Swords, again, air element, but it is a card of success, decisions, new beginnings. You know, it does relate, you know, to work and love. It predicts clear thinking. You know, in relationships, it does predict triumph over past obstacles. And I believe for a lot of you, you will. You know, whatever this is, this arguing that's going on with the Five of Wands, Five of Swords. I mean, two fives. You have two fives and two sixes, actually. You know, fives are definitely about change, action, challenge, conflict, loss, chaos, but opportunity as well. Sixes are, you know, represent harmony, responsibility, objectivity, problem solving, communication, like with the Queen of Swords. Now, you know, the clarifying card on the Ace of Swords is the Five of Cups. Water, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And it is a card of, you know, loss, leaving, sorrow, sadness, confusion. You know, maybe due to a breakup, you know, disappointments, arguments with close friends, relationships. You know, maybe just the need to get away, like the Six of Swords. You know, just a need to, you know, just take some time, just step back, you know, look at the big picture. I don't feel like it's bad. I mean, I feel like it does have great potential, and you know, definitely, you know, you could start all over with a brand new beginning, you know, with brand new communication, falling back in love. I'm going to clarify these two queens because two queens in a reading really does show rivalry and between, they're so close together here. You know, and it's like, I am going to, but do I want to leave well enough alone? Well, that's what the whole story's all about, right? Getting right to the truth of it all, right? All right. So, Spirit, we are clarifying Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Oh, this one fell out. All right. On this Queen. Major Arcana, Judgment. The Five of Cups again. And the Eight of Swords. On the Queen of Wands. Well, the Ace of Swords again. The Empress. Okay, and the Death card. And at the bottom of this deck, the Hanged Man. That's amazing. Okay. The Five of Cups. Judgment and the Eight of Swords. So, the Five of Cups is definitely, you know, we just went through this card, you know, of sorrow, sadness, leaving due to a breakup. You know, and the Eight of Swords is you know, feeling trapped. You know, not being able to move, the heart and the mind, the heart and the mind aren't on the same page. You know, and then Judgment. I mean, there is a possibility of reconciliation, but it's whether or not you think the relationship is worth it. Is it worth fighting for? It is a card. Judgment is also a card about letting go of the past. You know, it could be a card of great changes. Opportunities, definitely are on the horizon. There is, you know, financial success, you know, definitely in this reading. You know, with the aces, Judgment. But there's definitely an ending. And a new beginning. But you just may have to wait a little longer. You know, the Hangman is here twice. So you are going to be left in limbo for the rest of the month. You know, so this ending, you know, maybe not this month, but there's definitely an ending and a new beginning. And the new beginning probably is with the energy of this Queen of Wands. Is the new beginning. You want to end something with probably the Queen of Swords. Or whichever. You know, because we, Death card, Scorpio. And that is definitely a card of, relationship ends, or there's just a need for separation. Could be starting something new. But before something new starts, something has to die first. And the Empress is definitely a card of new beginnings. She is the mother of the Tarot. I'm really, this probably is for one of you. Her falling in between, the Death card, transformation, and a new beginning card. What bigger transformation and new beginning, is bigger than really having a baby, giving birth? As far as like work and career, especially with the Ace of Swords and the Empress, anything creative, anything, when you end with the Ace of Swords here, anything creative that you're thinking about, starting, doing, definitely it's a good month, as far as career, business, money coming in, opportunities. In relationships too. It's not, I don't feel like it's all bad. I just feel like there's definitely, just minor conflicts. Just that emotional feeling of emotionally feeling disconnected from your partner, not literally wanting to pick up and leave the relationship, just lack of communication. Just feeling bored, stuck, in limbo, not getting the communication you want, the love that you want. But for some of you, you definitely could be starting completely over. For others of you, you'll work through it and just, start all over. But, with definitely the Death card, the Eight of Wands, there's definitely, ending, conclusion to all this battle. There's definitely, maybe probably later in the month, but definitely there will be an ending to all of this. Definitely some fighting going on, arguing, struggles, hassles. With the Ten of Wands and the Five of Swords, it's like, discord, like people set against each other. Like there's like some serious conflicts. But I do think and feel that by the end of the month, you'll be back on track. Let's pull some extra guidance. Additional messages for Capricorn. Capricorn, October 2016. Oh, okay. Okay, so this card came out first. Okay. Well, actually, two cards did fall out, and I guess I could understand why. So, Sonia. Thank you, Spirit. I bring you a message from your deceased loved ones. I am happy, at peace, and I love you very much. Please don't worry about me. So, I don't really, I think maybe one time I shared this story that, you know, and I am reading for a lot more people. I mean, I can't be the only one that has lost a child. In 05, he died in a car accident. He was only 18, his first day as a senior in school. But just so young, in such a senseless way. Just a backseat passenger. No drugs or alcohol or anything like that, but just, like, you know, sweetest kid ever. Popular, just sweet, sensitive, just, you know, only the good die young. I really do truly believe that. But it's ironic too. I went to a fair last week and seen a psychic there, and she actually told me the same exact thing. The same exact thing that's on this card. Like, I never see this card. But that definitely resonates with me, and maybe for somebody else. I know I do have, there is one viewer that I have communicated back and forth with. I know she'll probably see this video. Okay, and then we have Shantae, and it says, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. So, like I said before, this is not going to go on all month. Definitely not, Capricorn. Thank God. Okay, so that is your reading for the month. I hope it was helpful. It does end nicely. It does start off shitty, I ain't gonna lie, but there's great potential here. There's a lot of possibilities. You know, and maybe now, you know, knowing this, you know, maybe we could do something to tame it a little bit. Okay, Capricorn, thank you guys so much for taking the time to view the channel. I hope you guys have a fantastic month, a blessed day, and I will see you guys back here with the morning oracle cards. Bye-bye.